What's up, Chris? I want to tell you I appreciate the fact that you gave me the video on Instagram with Pastor PJ. I thought it was a really great video, but I think after looking at the video, I think it's missing something. So I'm going to run this past you. Tell me what you think on to the video you sent me on Pastor PJ, which I thought was a phenomenal video. So it's points on you have to get your pet on a leash, pride, ego, temptation. Getting pet under control represents a strong man. I concur unequivocally. The one piece he said, to paraphrase, on women are taking your soul away from you, I would say it differently. I would say men are giving away their soul. He did a really good job on saying what needs to change and how you need to look at your pride, ego, and temptation. What was provided, without a doubt, to summarize, get your pride, ego, and temptation under management. I call it self management, is really good. How to get your pride, ego, and temptation under control has to do with completing a factory reset. My words, not his words, but this is what I think the how. Factory reset. We are programmed by homo social tropes provided by the music, conversations, teachings, media, political ideas, and the entrapment of ideologies of parental units. Parental units such as, of course, your parents, but your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, coaches, pastors, neighbors. Two examples that come to mind of homosocial tropes are the following. I heard Oprah once say that she had a friend that came to her house, and Oprah is a fond believer in pets and dogs, and she always has had dogs around her house at her home. Her friend was terrified of dogs. Oprah finally sat down with her friends after putting the dogs up when her friends came over. Her friend came over and said, "Why are you terrified of dogs? Have you had an incident with a dog, an accident with a dog? Has a dog bitten you?" Oprah's friend responded by saying, "I have never had a personal encounter with a dog where I was injured, harmed, or hurt." Oprah said, "Then why do you have this fear of dogs?" She said, "Oh, my mom had a fear of dogs. So because she had a fear of dogs, I've always had a fear of dogs." An example of a homosocial, same like minded issue that had transpired with one individual that has transferred over to another. I have another example, and this might resonate with not only you, but many other people. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, born in Buffalo, New York, been a fan my whole life. It's the only National Football League team that I'm fond of. This came because my mom and dad met in Buffalo. I was born in Buffalo, and my dad always told these stories about the Buffalo Bills and how fond he was of the Bills in his first game and how he got tickets in the snow. And he gave all these anecdotes and stories. So naturally, I grew up being a Bills fan, and I still follow the Buffalo Bills to this day. However, I'm trying to divest from followership of any team of any sort. But the reason I like the Buffalo Bills is because my dad liked the Buffalo Bills. Again, another example of a homosocial situation that has been transferred over. Now, how do you reset the programming? We need to pour in new information to transform our programming, but we need to first be self observant and understand our current thinking related to pride, ego, and temptation. Another way to say this is that we need to do the work. The work is fostered by examining the dark side, also known as the shadow, asking questions like, why do I talk to my wife, kids, and dog the way that I do? Am I dominant and controlling? This is where the self observation comes into play. From scienceofpeople.com, benefits of shadow work is exploring and understanding your past traumas, identifying and overcoming your limitations and your limiting beliefs, examining patterns of behavior in your relationships. Here are shadow work questions that I extrapolated from the website. What are the values you're brought up with? What things do you notice trigger your body to tense up? How do your friends and family describe you? These are just some thoughts that I had on the how portion of what Pastor PJ presented. Give me a call when you are free to catch up. Thanks for sending me the video. Cheers.